SQL for data analysts. So what are we getting ourselves into here? Well, if you spend a lot of time extracting, transforming, or analyzing data from databases, or if you're aiming for one of the many highly paid career paths that rely heavily on this skill, then this course is for you. Learning to query databases with SQL is a substantial part of jobs such as data analyst and business intelligence analyst, but it also provides a strong foundation for even more exotic roles, like that of a data scientist. Experienced data scientists will tell you that the majority of their time isn't spent tuning machine learning algorithms, but rather preparing and cleaning data for use by those algorithms. And that's exactly the sort of thing you're going to learn here. In fact, several recent surveys have shown that SQL is actually the most in-demand tech skill sought after by recruiters. This is because SQL is a mature, pervasive technology which can be found in pretty much every domain of industry and government. And unlike many newer, more fashionable programming languages that are only widely in use in tech hubs like Silicon Valley, SQL can help you get a job almost anywhere, which is great if you want to avoid those $5,000 a month San Francisco rents. But with that said, if working for a big tech company in San Francisco or Seattle is your goal, SQL is a great place to start. A couple of notes about the structure of this course. First, I assume that you have a Windows machine, preferably with Windows 10 or later, because the software we will be using requires a Windows installation. While Macs and Linux have gained popularity in a lot of other domains, Microsoft products such as Excel and SQL Server still reign supreme in the world of business intelligence. Now, as to the course content, I have tried to shy away from simply regurgitating the entire documentation on SQL, which is something that I encountered in far too many books and courses when I first started my own journey to learn SQL. Instead, I have carefully curated certain concepts and methodologies that I have found to provide the most bang for your buck over my years of experience. It's basically the 80-20 principle, although it might be more like 90-10 in the case of SQL. I focus on the 10% of topics that will solve 90% of the problems you encounter. For the other 10%, you'll probably end up relying heavily on Google, something that makes you no different than literally any other person who works with technology. Yes, even that data scientist in your office with the PhD in math from MIT Googles how to do things all the time. Now lastly, there are going to be lots of exercises throughout the course, and it's absolutely essential for you to work through these exercises to reinforce the concepts you'll be learning and make them stick. And in the spirit of that kind of 80-20 efficiency, I'm going to wrap this introduction up right here and jump into the fun stuff.